What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Panda here. And you've probably already seen the other video that I've done talking about the differences between exclusive artifacts and regular mythic artifacts. Well, today is going to be test number one, which is going to be with probably one of my favorite heroes in the game, which is Setram. Let's dive right in. And welcome back, guys. So, like I said, today we are going to be looking at Setram. He is the biggest boy on my account, sitting at 95,167 BP. He has a pretty decent gear set. Both of these tests are going to be done in a basic gear set. We're looking at Setram here. He's got 88.5% crit rate, which does cap out with the use of his passive. He also has a whopping 367% crit damage, and a whopping 15,280 attack and 536 attack speed. This is a pretty good build in my personal opinion. He does do some very solid damage, but this gear set basically doesn't work on anyone else because it only has 88.5% crit rate. It could work on some champions such as Wrath, who have that additional 10 to 15% crit chance, but ultimately it's a pretty good set. We do have him completely max skilled, and he is a 1. This won't actually do anything for the tests that we are going to do, because we are going to only be testing him specifically in the guild boss. We're going to go in and do a play test. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove everybody from here except for him, and we're going to see what he is capable of. And actually, let's go ahead and we'll bring in a healer because I don't want him to die. Um, and I'm actually going to go ahead and bring in Laurel as well, just so that we can boost the rage that he has access to, so we can see. So here's how we're going to test this. We're going to test this by using one single ultimate. And the reason why we're going to do this is because Setram's ultimate, or exclusive artifact specifically, increases the ultimate duration by 5 seconds. It also increases the self repair duration by 5 seconds. In which case, we'll actually do 2 ultimates because I think that self repair is important. So we'll do 2 ultimates, and we'll kind of see what that damage looks like. All of my people went away. So let's add you in. Let's add you in, and we'll add Hollow in, and let's go into a playtest and just see what we can do. So we are going to be coming in here with an invigoration buff. I will use the same champions here no matter what. So there's nothing to worry about. We will drop Setram. We will drop Hollow, and then we will drop Laurel. And the reason we're dropping Laurel is so that we can pop the ultimate and get our first ultimate off. So we're going to blow through this real quickly. We'll go ahead and pop our Hollow just to start building that rage back up. There is the first ultimate. We might not even be able to get a second ultimate off now that I'm thinking about it. Yeah, we might need to bring in a Volca to reduce the turn meter. Because I think we're just gonna die, right? Yeah, we just die. Okay. So let's do that one more time. Hold on. We will get this. It's a good thing that we did it in here. So let's do that one more test. And we will throw in Volca to reduce the time. And then that should be able to get it so that we can beat the shield. All right, so let's place this down, this down, place this down, remove this, pop this, and go, go, go. And then again, we will immediately pop our Hollow just to start building that rage back up. And then we should have access to our Laurel again with enough time to pop her and burn through the ultimate. Boom, boom. Pop the ultimate. We'll burn through that shield, hopefully. Maybe we won't. Nice. We do burn through that shield. And then we will end it right there. So the reason that we're doing this is because we have that additional 5 seconds of repair time. This gets us to 3 minutes and 38 seconds. 1493 blood. Let's quit out of the battle. So here we go. Let's look at the stats. So he did 7171.51. I'm going to take a quick screenshot of that. Don't worry about it. We take that quick screenshot. We'll close out. And then we'll go into the second attempt. And what we're going to do in this second attempt is we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to take our Setram and we're going to put on a Spirit Siphon. And the reason that we're going to put on a Spirit Siphon is because this is probably the best artifact for almost any, ranger to use, any archer, whatever they're called. I can't remember what they're called right now. Marksman, there we go. Any marksman to use when it comes to single target DPS. Now, of course, this one is not fully maxed out and it's not fresh. So, unfortunately, I don't have the perfect scenario, but I am curious to see what the difference is in terms of the damage. So, let's go ahead and check this out. We'll hop in. We're going to do everything as similar as possible to the first run and hopefully everything works out. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to drop our Setram. We're going to drop our Hollow. We're going to drop our Laurel. We're going to pop Laurel out. We're going to immediately ultimate on the Setram, and we're going to start doing as much damage as possible. So here we go. We're going to pop the Hollow to get that rage going. You'll see that we drop into our repair state a lot faster. However, we do also come out of the repair state a lot faster, which allows us to start DPSing again quickly. However, we're not DPSing in our why can't I think, in our ultimate phase, right? Here we go. We're going to DPS. Hopefully we can burn through the shields. Don't think we're going to be able to. We're not going to be able to. Rest in pieces. Well, let's take a look at it anyways. Let's see what he was able to do. So he's only able to get 3.8 million. So let's try again. And this time I'm just gonna bring someone that can help DPS the boss. We'll bring in a Valeria. It's not gonna do anything but be there for the boss. Again, we're just looking specifically at the Setram's damage, right? Um, yeah, that. Okay, we will remove. We will pop Setram out. Get as much damage as possible. We'll go ahead and drop our Valeria now. Pop this. Okay, we're going to use this to pop that shield. Move if I can get it. Jeez. Pop the Setram. Break through the shields. And then we will finish as soon as the second ultimate ends, which is right there. So 3 minutes and 36 seconds this time. 2,129 blood. Some of that is contributed from the Valeria, of course. Now, of course, there is a little bit of wiggle room here, right? Because some of the damage on the first fight was from Setram was gone because it was hitting into that shield. Well, as this time we used Valeria to break the shield, so it's a little bit different. But let's take a look, and you'll see we have 9.1 million damage. Now, what I want to do is I want to first I want to take a screenshot because of course that is important. I want to take a screenshot and I want to challenge it again. And this time what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the same thing, but I'm going to use the Setram exclusive again with the Valeria there to break the shield, which I think is actually very important because I want to make sure they're as even as possible. So let's do this again and let's see if it makes any difference. This is not super surprising to me in terms of like what I was expecting to happen, right? I was expecting this pretty much exactly to happen because I do know that Spirit Siphon is very powerful and it is higher leveled. But I'm curious how close to it actually is. So we're going to go ahead and pop this. We have our first ultimate in, which is awesome. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and pop this. Pop this and remove and start the ultimate. And there we go. And then we will end it as soon as the ultimate is over. Is now. All right, so this is 3 minutes and 34 seconds, 2085 blood, and let's take a look at the damage this time. Because again, I think it's important that we did roughly the same thing in terms of popping our ultimates. Let's see what the damage is. 10.1 million. I can take a screenshot of that. So we have 3 different attempts here, right? We have one with the solo Setram, which I'm not really going to count. I'm just going to count the last 2 attempts. And it actually is a little surprising to me that Setram's ultimate is actually performing high, or Setram's damage, I'm sorry, is performing better with the exclusive artifact versus the Spirit Siphon, even only at a plus 10 versus a plus 22. I think that's exciting. I want to hear what you guys think. Let me know in the comment section down below. This is also my first sort of like side by side testing comparison. So let me know if you think that there's something better that I can do in the future when testing the other champions in the game and comparing things such as gear sets or exclusive artifacts. I would be very interested because I want to make this as even as possible. But this is kind of my first sort of attempt at it. So let me know in the comment section down below if there's something you'd like to see me do to sort of better things going forward. But I think that that's going to be it for me today. Make sure to hit that like button if you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe so you can see all my content in the future. And I will see you in the next one.